Jay Blades has been charged with engaging in controlling and coercive behavior against his estranged wife.
Repair shop star Jay Blades became a beloved figure known for his skill and warmth as he restored treasured items on the popular show. Fans admired his talent and the heart he brought to every repair, making the series a comforting look at craftsmanship and care. But behind the scenes, something serious was unfolding, something so significant that even Anderson Cooper reported on it. This tragedy is what ultimately brought J.B. Blades' career to an unexpected and heartbreaking end. The heart of the Repair Shop since it first aired in 2017. The Repair Shop quickly grew into a comforting and heartwarming staple on British television. It's a show unlike many others, a simple idea that struck a chord with viewers. The concept is straightforward. People bring in treasured, often old and worn-out family heirlooms, and a team of expert craftspeople work their magic to restore these items to their former glory. What could be more touching than watching a piece of history, full of memories and stories, come back to life? At the center of this team was Jay Blades. He wasn't just one of the restorers, he became one of the show's most recognizable and beloved faces. Jay brought not only his craftsmanship, but a genuine warmth and openness that made the show feel like visiting a trusted friend's workshop. His skill with wood restoration and his encouraging, empathetic approach helped turn sometimes broken and forgotten things into treasures once again. Viewers saw him as someone who cared deeply, not just about the work, but about the stories behind each object. What set the Repair Shop apart was more than just fixing old things, it was about connection. The objects repaired were often priceless. In a sentimental way, old wedding dresses, childhood toys, letters from loved ones who had passed on. The team's careful attention to detail was important. Yes, but so was their respect for what these items meant to the people who brought them in. The show tapped into a deep sense of nostalgia, respect for craftsmanship, and the importance of family history. Jay's role fits perfectly in that atmosphere. He wasn't just a skilled restorer, he was a warm presence who helped people feel comfortable and understood. His infectious smile and calm confidence reassured many owners who were nervous about trusting their precious keepsakes to strangers. Over time, Jay's story also became part of the show's appeal. Viewers knew a bit about his background, his journey, and his passion for helping others. He was more than just a craftsman, he was a relatable and inspiring figure. For many fans, the Repair Shop was a place of hope and healing. It reminded viewers of the value of preserving the past, of stories worth saving. The show's gentle pace and sincere emotions made it stand out in a crowded TV landscape. It became a weekend ritual for families, a quiet moment of joy and sentimentality, but even in the most beloved shows, the brightest stars can sometimes hide shadows. While audiences only saw Jay's smiling face and expert hands on the screen, what was happening behind the scenes remained mostly out of view. The perfect image the show projected was not the whole truth. There were challenges and changes brewing, quietly beneath the surface ones that would soon ripple out and change the course of the program and Jay's career forever. For years, Jay had been a symbol of the show's heart and soul, so when whispers of his absence started, fans were puzzled and concerned. It was a sign that something was wrong, but no one could guess just how serious it would become. The warmth and trust that viewers had come to expect now felt fragile. But before we get there, it's important to understand just how much Jay and the rest of the team have built over the years. The next chapter will take you through the highlights and unforgettable moments that made the Repair Shop a beloved show across the UK and why Jay's role was so vital to that success. Masterful restorations. The Repair Shop isn't just a show about fixing things, it's a collection of stories, moments, and transformations that touched viewers' hearts. Over the years, it became clear why this series gained such a devoted following and why Jay Blades' presence was so important. One of the reasons the show connected so deeply with audiences was the emotional weight behind each restoration. Many of the items brought in weren't just old objects, they were family treasures, reminders of loved ones and symbols of precious memories. People entrusted the team with things like a grandfather's battered toolbox, a mother's wedding dress, or a faded photograph frame that held generations of history. Jay's craftsmanship shone in many of these episodes. His ability to restore wooden items in particular was remarkable. Whether it was repairing a broken chair or refinishing a family table, Jay approached each task with care and patience. But it wasn't just the technical skill viewers admired, it was his manner. Jay had a way of making people feel comfortable and hopeful even when their cherished belongings seemed beyond repair. One episode that stood out featured an elderly woman bringing in a music box passed down from her grandmother. The mechanism was rusty and the wooden casing was worn down from decades of use. Jay worked carefully, explaining each step as he cleaned, repaired, and polished the delicate item. The moment the music box finally played its tune again brought tears to the woman's eyes and to many viewers as well. It was a reminder of the magic in the preservation and the power of restoring something thought lost. Fans also loved how the show highlighted a wide range of craftspeople. Alongside Jay, viewers saw experts in ceramics, metalwork, leather, textiles, and clocks. Each episode was a chance to celebrate traditional skills that are becoming rarer in the modern world. Jay's role was unique, though. His easygoing personality and hands-on approach made him stand out as a sort of bridge between the workshop team and the owners. Over 7 years, many episodes featured jaw-dropping transformations, a broken Victorian dollhouse restored to its former glory, a stained and tattered wedding dress brought back to life with delicate sewing and care, a cracked family heirloom clock painstakingly fixed to tick again after decades of silence. These were not just before and after stories, they were stories about healing, family history, and respect for the past. Viewers often shared their own stories inspired by the show, tales of treasures hidden in attics, of family items long forgotten but suddenly meaningful again. Jay and the rest of the team became symbols of hope that things broken in life could be repaired too. The show also had moments of lighthearted humor and genuine warmth. Jay's laugh, his quick wit, and his ability to connect with people on a human level made the sometimes technical restoration work more accessible. Watching him gently reassure anxious owners or chat about the stories behind objects gave the show a unique heart. Because of moments like these, the repair shop became more than a TV program, it became a cultural touchstone, a reminder of the value in craftsmanship, in family, and of the stories objects can tell. Jay was central to that feeling. His popularity soared, and he became one of the show's standout stars, often invited to talk shows, events, and social media. But as much as fans loved these feel-good stories, the truth behind Jay's career was not as straightforward.